of the Philippines, here's the latest. The Supreme Court has dismissed the petition to disqualify Edgar Erice from running as representative of Caloocan City's 2nd District in the 2025 elections. In a decision written by Associate Justice Henry John Paul Inting, the Court en banc reversed the ruling of the Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, which had disqualified Erice for allegedly violating the Omnibus Election Code, or OEC, over his statements questioning COMELEC's contract with Miru Systems, supplier of automated counting machines. The SC had earlier issued a temporary restraining order stopping COMELEC from enforcing the disqualification while the case was under review. In its ruling, the SC clarified that under Section 1, Paragraph C, Paragraph number 3 of COMELEC Resolution number 11046, a candidate can only be disqualified if a competent court has already found them guilty of violating the OEC or the local government code in a separate proceeding. Thus, the finding of guilt must come from a prior separate case, not the disqualification case itself. In this case, COMELEC did not observe the proper legal steps when it directly declared Erice guilty and then proceeded to disqualify him. In another decision, the SC has reiterated that a marriage officiated by a solemnizing officer without legal authority is generally void, but not if one or both spouses honestly believed that the person had the authority to solemnize the marriage. The SC Second Division, through the Ponencia of then Associate Justice Maria Lopez, dismissed the petition for nullity of marriage filed by a wife who claimed that the person who officiated her wedding was not a judge, as she had believed at the time of the ceremony. The SC found that the wife failed to prove that the officiant lacked authority. Under the family code, incumbent judges within their jurisdiction have the authority to solemnize a marriage, which is one of the formal requirements for a valid marriage. Marriage solemnized by a person without such authority is void unless one or both parties believe in good faith that the officiant is authorized, in which case the marriage is still valid. The SC added that the legal presumption in favor of the marriage contract stating that solemnizing officer's authority stands without clear and convincing evidence to the contrary. SC Associate Justice Ramon Paul Hernando, chair of the SC Oversight Committee over the General Maintenance of the Philippine Halls of Justice, recently led an ocular inspection of Cebu City trial courts and the Court of Appeals, or CA-Visayas station, who were affected by a recent earthquake. He also engaged in a dialogue with judges of Cebu City and nearby areas and gave an update on the status of the construction of the new Hall of Justice of Cebu City. He also inspected the CA-Visayas station and held a dialogue with the CA justices. On Thursday, the Office of the 2026 Bar Examinations Chairperson, Associate Justice Samuel Gaerlan, has announced that the 2026 bar will be held on September 6, 9, and 13, 2026. It will cover 6 core subjects and will be held in local testing centers. Bar Bulletin Number 1 Series of 2026 outlines the modality, schedule, coverage, and syllabi of the 2026 bar. Justice Gaerlan encouraged 2026 bar aspirants to strive with hope and grit and promised a level playing field where only competence and character will determine the outcome. Meanwhile, the Office of the 2026 Shari'ah Special Bar Examinations, or SSBE Chairperson, Associate Justice Henry John Paul Inting, has issued Shari'ah Special Bar Bulletin Number 1 and the syllabi for the 2026 SSBE. The exams, which will be held on May 24 and 27, 2026, will cover 4 core subjects and will be held in 4 testing centers. Application period will be from December 1 to December 12, 2025. Justice Inting reminded aspiring Shari'ah Counselors-at-Law of a deeper calling to uphold justice and promote harmony in society. On Monday, October 13, Associate Justice Alfredo Benjamin Caguioa administered the oath of office to the members of the House of Representatives Electoral Tribunal, or HRET. San Juan City Representative Isabel Maria Zamora, Sulu 2nd District Representative Munir Arbison, Bulacan 4th District Representative Ninabel Ruth Villarica, Parañaque City 2nd District Representative Brian Raymond Yamsuan and Ifugao Representative Solomon Chungalao took their oath. The HRET is chaired by Justice Caguioa. Joining him as members are SC Associate Justices Ami Lazaro Javier and Radil Zalameda. On October 10, Senior Associate Justice Marvic Leonen served as keynote speaker at the launch of the Free Legal Assistance Group, or FLAG's commemorative book, Frontliners for Human Rights, Flag of the People at 50, at the University of the Philippines, College of Law in Diliman, Quezon City. Chief Justice Alexander Mundo also congratulated FLAG via a video message. The book commemorates FLAG's 50 years of defending human rights in the Philippines. The FLAG, led by Interim National Chairperson Attorney Theodore Te, had earlier presented a copy of the book to Chief Justice Alexander Mundo at the Supreme Court in September. SAJ Leonen was a member of FLAG from 1988 to 2012. You are now up to date with the Philippine Supreme Court. I am Tiffany Beltran, Supreme Court Information Officer.